to our community in Anne Arundel, Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Friday, hour number 3 of the show. On a beautiful Friday, cloudless sky, just fantastic weather. Get out and get in your car, put your top down if you got a convertible or something. Get out and take to the road. Although, it can be more expensive to insure yourself once you get on that road if HB 719, which is headed to a vote today, gets a yay instead of a nay. We got Jim Kallinger on the show. He's going to talk to us and give us a little overview of what the House bill is and how it affects us, because it's all about auto insurance. Jim, good morning to you.
Yeah, hey, Tom. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, so, and you're absolutely right. This bill is on the floor today for a vote. So
what's actually in the bill? What does this bill, give us an overview of what this bill is.
Okay, so, yeah, House Bill 719, what it does is it repeals what we have right now, which are our no-fault auto insurance system, which you and I know as PIP coverage.
Right.
That's mandatory. So it repeals that and replaces it with a mandatory increase in bodily injury protection. So if you look at your insurance policy, you'll see they usually call it BI, bodily injury protection. So it will mandate an increase in your bodily injury protection that you have with your policy. So right away, that's going to mean an increase in the rates that you pay, your insurance rate. But the real problem with it, Tom, is when this bill first appeared, it had in it lawsuit abuse protections. So what happens is when you increase the bodily injury protection, it creates a bigger pot of money for the trial attorneys to go after. So what the bill did initially is it had what we call lawsuit abuse protections. Well, they stripped those out at the last minute. So now the bill doesn't have that. So what's going to happen is we're going to see a lot more lawsuits, a lot more lawsuit abuse. And what that'll do is it'll drive up our insurance rates. So it's kind of a double whammy there.
I know that our insurance rates already are at highs because of, and people want to say it isn't because of that. But if you're for the people or you just need 2 words to get a check, that's not good for the insurance industry, because I know for a fact that touting all this money they're beating out of insurance companies is not helping the insurance companies and not helping us as consumers with the insurance companies. And this is going to even make it where more money is available for the lawyers to go after?
Yes, that's what it'll do. And, insurance companies are in business to make money. So if they're paying out more, then that just means our insurance rates go up. That's just how it works.
Even though my car is paid off, I still carry full coverage on my car, because my car is one that it's more of an expensive vehicle that it would be cost prohibitive to fix if I didn't have full coverage, if God forbid something bad happened to me. So full coverage will be affected by this as well?
Oh yeah. So it'll be mandatory for you to increase whatever you have right now with your bodily injury. If you look on your policy, it'll say bodily injury.
You mean like the 25, 50, 25, that kind of thing?
Yeah, that's going to go up, which of course means your insurance rate's going to go up.
Because usually the bare minimum is 10, 20, 10. And I'm at 25, 50, 25. I'm a little above the bare minimum. But what you're saying is that 10, 20, at 10, 20, 10, one of those numbers is going to change and go higher.
Right. The bare minimum is probably going to go up to where you're at right now. But you made that choice. That was your decision to have that increased coverage. But it'll be mandatory for everybody to increase their coverage. And so the rates will go up because of that. But what will affect you, because you already have that higher coverage, with the increase in lawsuits and that bigger pot of money to go after, your rates are going to go up as well.
How's this factor in, though, to say like a family that has a husband, a wife, and here's the tricky part, a teenager that's driving?
Yeah, well, and you know how that works. I have one right now, a teenager. I had, my 3 older boys, went through all that. And even though we told the insurance company that, hey, they're not driving my car, it's like, it doesn't matter, your rate goes up. So, yes, it's going to affect families with teenagers because at bare minimum, that's going to go up. You're going to see an increase in lawsuit abuse. They'll be affected as well in a bigger way, too, because there's more, if you factor in, teenage driving, it's going to factor in, and the rates will go up even more. So, yeah, this is like a consumer alert. We need to jump on this thing before it's too late. And
it's on the floor today for a vote. So
it is.
If you need people to become active, get on the phone, start working their representatives, give us the instructions on how you think is the best way to do that.
Okay, well, if you don't already know, and the focus right now is your House member, so the Florida House.
Here it's Stan McLean and Joe Harding.
There you go. That's it. Yeah, McLean and Harding. Now, if you need to find their number, go to the Florida House of Representatives website, and that's where you'll find their contact information, their phone number, and their email address. But I would just recommend a call to their office in Tallahassee. So that's the 850 area code number. You will get their legislative aid because they're actually on the floor today. Talk to your legislative aide and say, I would like Representative McLean, Representative Harding to vote no on House Bill 719, and their legislative aide will get that message to the floor.
Is this one of those things where, Jim, we're talking with Jim Kallinger, is this one of those things, Jim, where if it ain't fixed, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and they're trying to fix it and it's not broke?
Well, you know what? I'll be honest with you, Tom. The PIP system is broke because it's a target of the trial attorneys, but it's a smaller pot of money. So what they were trying to do was eliminate PIP and go to an increase in bodily injury, but at the same time have lawsuit abuse protection in the bill. So it would have been good. It would have been a good trade-off, lawsuit protection. It would have kept our insurance rates equal as they are now. But because the trial attorneys were able to strip out that lawsuit abuse prevention, that's why it's a really bad bill. So to answer your question, Tom, yeah, PIP was kind of broken, but if you're going to fix it, you have to put in their lawsuit abuse protection, because if you don't, then we're going to pay for it.
I would think the average person will understand that if you take out the protection for lawsuit abuse and you just leave the money pot in there, these commercials we get inundated with on a daily basis, and I don't want to use derogatory terms, but you know the type of lawyers I'm talking about. And what you're saying is if this bill passes, that just opens up the opportunity for them to even flaunt and abuse the system even more for their financial gain.
Yeah, their financial gain, our financial loss.
Because not everybody can get a check for $500,000 when they go to court. Not everybody can do that.
That's right. No, but we all get our bill in the mail to pay our auto insurance.
We certainly do. Jim Kallinger, he's our guest. Thanks so much, Jim. Well, once again, now, if you want to vote no again, tell your legislator to vote no. Our legislators are Joe Harding and Stan McLean. And you said go to their websites and make sure you call the 850 area code number, because that's to their offices in Tallahassee, correct?
That's it. Vote no on House Bill 719. That's it.
Jim, thanks so much for taking some time out with us today.
You bet, Tom. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
You as well. Jim Kallinger's telling you to just call your rep and tell her to vote no on House Bill 719. We'll take a break. We'll come back after a short timeout, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Tick-tock. The days fly by, and we find tax season is upon us once again. Not to worry, though. With a reputable CPA firm on your side, you can rest assured that all of your needs will be handled in a professional and thorough manner. Robson, Scribner, and Stewart is just that firm. They're there for their clients year-round, not just during tax season, to handle your needs and answer any questions you may encounter. At Robson, Scribner, and Stewart, there is no client too small or too large. Their expertise ranges from the single individual to the largest of corporations. Get your return prepared by a professional who will use their years of experience to ensure that your tax return's outcome will leave you in the best possible position. Call them today at 694-4184. Robson, Scribner, and Stewart. They're there for you today. Again, that number is 694-4184. Time is of the essence, so don't delay. 694-4184.
Shamrock Security Systems, 629-3223. Shamrock Security Systems is located here in Ocala, Florida. Shamrock Security Systems is a top-rated alarm company offering 24/7 monitoring, video surveillance, fire and flood protection. You'll sleep a little better once the job is done. Shamrock Security Systems for over 31 years. 629-3223. Get a 100% free quote from Shamrock Security. 629-3223. FAFO presents Symphony Under the Stars on May 9th at the Ocala Golf Club, 3130 East Silver Springs Boulevard. Gates open at 3 p.m. with the concert at 7 p.m. Advance adult tickets are $20 and $25 at the gate. Children under 17 are free. Bring your own food or buy from the vendors at the concert. For rental chairs and parking, go to fafo.org. Masks and social distancing should be followed while wandering the grounds. For fun, music, and fireworks, it's Symphony Under the Stars. Bring Mom. It's her day.
Do you have an awful-looking chip or crack in your car's windshield? Let K&K Glass fix it. K&K Glass is Florida's largest source for glass, and in our 27th year, we're serving more than 57 counties throughout the state of Florida. K&K Glass can repair or replace any windshield that falls victim to our busy roads and highways. K&K Glass always provides free estimates, free mobile service to you, and a nationwide warranty. With contact-free service options and a UV disinfection to sanitize your vehicle, when you think of glass, think K&K Glass. Visit us today at kkglass.com. That's kkglass.com.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. As we ratchet down the top half of the hour. Coming up at 10:30, Dumb Crook News. It is Friday. We'll have our fair share of Dumb Crook News, and believe me, the state of Florida is represented well this week. I'm excited and looking forward to. I'm not a big movie guy. I don't go to the movies a whole lot because it's It's just garbage that they make and everything. And it's probably going to be garbage, too, although they talked about it on the morning show, the syndicated show before I came on. I heard the interview they were doing, and he gave it 3 out of 5 popcorn bags. But I'm really looking forward to the Mortal Kombat movie. And that's because I'm a video age kid. I grew up with Nintendo. I had a Sega Genesis, still got a Sega Genesis, and a Sega disc player. Sega CD. And one of my favorite games, Finish Him. Fatality. And the bones would all go up in the blood and everything. And it was actually, Mortal Kombat was going to be a game that was banned because parents didn't think when you killed somebody you should see their bones, and there was too much blood because it was losing little droplets of blood when you stabbed them. And so death was part of the game. And, you know, Mortal Kombat now, when you go back and look at Mortal Kombat the game, as opposed to some of these games like, I don't even know some of these terrible games that are out there now that, you know, just are violent way beyond what Mortal Kombat was. And the fact that people were up in arms about Mortal Kombat makes me laugh at times. Well, somebody posed a question on Facebook, you know, what's your Mortal Kombat character? And somebody goes, Sonya wins, you know. And then there's Sub-Zero and Scorpion. My guy was the American. I could do serious damage playing Jax. He was a Special Forces, military trained Special Force United States guy. I remember he punched the ground. He'd make the ground vibrate. Jax was my guy. So I'm looking forward to maybe seeing the movie and seeing how they portray the entire, because, you know, this movie's been made before. So, you know, and the fact that it's made based off a video game, that was when they made Mortal Kombat and stuff like that, that was the beginning of the end for me, when they were purposely making movies off video games. Like let's take, for instance, the Disney movies. Pirates of the Caribbean, pretty good series. The first one was a pretty good movie and all, and I thought, how are they going to make these in movies? And I went and watched them because one of my favorite rides at Disney World is the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. And bring on the redhead. Bring on the redhead. You know, that's one of my favorite things, although she's not there anymore. They don't auction the women off in a woke society anymore. Once again, you can't use the morals of today to police yesterday. But anyway, they've changed the ride quite a bit now. But that franchise did pretty good. Then you had Eddie Murphy in The Haunted Mansion. It was terrible. So trying to make a movie off of an amusement ride or off a video game has to have some challenges. So I'm interested to see how they're able to pull off the Mortal Kombat 2021. But when you ask what character in Mortal Kombat were you, mine is a Jax. I was a big fan. Duval in the house. That's right, Jax, J-A-X. Duval in the house. I wonder if that Matthew Wardell, he's from Jacksonville. I wonder if Jax is one of his favorites. Let me I'm gonna text him and find out if Jax is one of his favorites. Because we you know, it's one of those games that you play, that we all played as teenagers in early 20s and the late 80s and early 90s, because it was bringing the arcade home on your TV. And so, you know, it's one of those situations where everybody's got their favorite player. I had a friend that Sub-Zero was the only guy he used. And he would tear you up with Sub-Zero. I had a friend of mine, she was in a sorority, and we'd play hours in college, and she only used Sonya wins. I heard it in my sleep still, because she would beat me all the time. And the fatality, Sonya wins. Oh, I still hear it. Drove me crazy, because she was really good at the game. So my favorite was Jax. I'm wondering what Matt Wardell's is. What is it? We're just asking. What is your favorite Mortal Kombat character? 622-9622 is the number to call. if you want to weigh in on that. But I'm asking Matt Wardell right now what his favorite, and I'm going to say asking for radio audience. See, that way he'll answer me quicker. Probably not, but, you know. Yeah, there we go. So I just asked Matt Wardell, see if he texts us back to give us his favorite Mortal Kombat. But I'm looking forward to the movie, I'm going to be honest with you. I really am looking forward to Mortal Kombat. Hey, some things to do this weekend. 12 Incompetent Jurors. It's running from April 22nd to 24th at the Vanguard High School. VHS players will present a parody of the 12 Angry Men in the form of 12 Incompetent Jurors. It's a play about jury deliberation involving a case with an accused cat burglar abducting half a dozen cats. Go to VHSplayers.com to find out more information about that. Orleans, platinum hit makers Orleans, known for such songs as Still the One, Dance With Me, and Love Takes Time, will perform April 23rd at the Circle Square Cultural Center. That's it, on top of the world. Go to csculturalcenter.com for more information about that. Futurity Horse Show, Sudden Impulse, NSBA, and Futurity at World Equestrian Center, featuring more than $360,000 in prize money. It begins April 23rd, runs through May 1st. The event includes a mix of Western and Hunter competitions. It's free admission for spectators. Visit WEC.net for more information. The Levitt Amp Ocala Music Series, the second in the series of live free music concerts, held from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. tonight, April 23rd, with the Headtones, supported by Soul Jam. The show at Webb Field is part of the Levitt Amp Ocala Music Concert Series. It'll feature an array of cultural performances each week with a grand finale June 25th. Details at ocalafl.org/LevittAmp. The Golden Retriever Agility Trials are taking place at the Grand Oaks Resort. It's in Wearsdale. They'll host the Mid-Florida Golden Retriever Club Spring Agility Trial, April 23rd through the 25th. For details and times, visit home.thegrandoaks.com. See, the Jake and Elwood Blues Review. See if I can get my fiance maybe to go to this. The only Blues Brothers tribute sanctioned by Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi. This high-energy interactive Blues Brothers experience includes great hits and fun for all ages. Showtimes are at 2:30 and 7 on the 24th at the Orange Blossom Opry. Go to obopry.com for more information. Timberland Farms annual Butterfly and Blueberry Festival. Enjoy music, pony rides, face painting, food, and craft vendors April 24th and 25th at Timberland Farms in Bellevue. Festival hours are Saturday 10 to 6, Sunday 12 to 6. Tickets range between $6 and $8. Go to timberlinefarm.net/events for more information. And finally, the College of Central Florida continues its international film series with The Night of the Living Dead, April 27th. It's an ongoing discussion and an online discussion April 28th. It'll be hosted by Sizen Kohler. Screenings will take place at the Ocala Drive-In Theater for free. The film can also be screened free via online streaming at cf.edu/filmseries.com. Coming up next, it's Dumb Crook News, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
40-plus world leaders met virtually Thursday to talk climate change. Chinese President Xi Jinping said his country, the world's largest consumer of coal, will attempt to strictly limit increasing coal consumption over the next 5 years. It should be noted that everything being discussed are non-binding commitments. Sports was a way for Americans to come together. 11-year Army vet Graham Allen tells Fox News the reason for the collapse in ratings at Major League Baseball and the National Basketball Association is because of what Americans want is not what's being delivered.
Sports is supposed to bring Americans together, especially troops overseas. It's this opportunity to just forget about what's going on and just watch the amazing game and the amazing talent of the amazing athletes. Your ratings are going down the drain. Listen to what the American people are actually telling you that they want.
USA Radio News.
I tried other brands, but I came back to my Sunshine.
For the best hot or cold pain relief, get the best. Get a Sunny Bay heating pad.